Dude, what the hell is going on with the prices of everything today? I mean, what do you need an ice chest that is so over-engineered, blast-proof, bear-proof? You can run over it with an Abrams. This thing can survive a nuclear blast and hold ice until your grandkids graduate college. Nowadays, everything has to be carbon fiber, freaking, titanium, gold-plated, freaking,
beryllium,
Bluetooth,
copper, tungsten, this, that.
Bluetooth compatible. A deer feeder shouldn't have to have a software update.
But as it goes...
I'm sorry, dude. True. Who needs that expensive of an ice chest? Back in the day, we used to be able to put a styrofoam cooler, fill that with ice, and go to the freaking bank and fish all day, and that was fine. What changed? What has changed in our economy that we need to spend $800 on an ice chest?
Marketing and advertising.
Are you spending too much money out there on fishing and hunting? Are you finding yourself getting to a point where you can't afford it? If you are, this is a podcast for you. We're talking about it today.
Here we go.
Dude, what the hell is going on with the prices of everything today? I mean, what do you need an ice chest that is so over-engineered, blast-proof, bear-proof? You can run over it with an Abrams. This thing can survive a nuclear blast and hold ice until your grandkids graduate college. Who needs that expensive of an ice chest? Back in the day, we used to be able to put a styrofoam cooler, fill that with ice, and go to the freaking bank and fish all day, and that was fine. What changed? What has changed in our economy that we need to spend $800 on an ice chest?
Marketing and advertising.
Absolutely.
Is it marketing? Is it good gimmicks? What is it?
I think you're paying for a name. That's all you're paying for.
Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, you brought up coolers, right? There's some big name coolers out there that do some great, awesome things. How long do you need to keep your beer cold?
As long as the beer is in the ice chest, that's as long. I'm keeping it cold as long as I run out of beer, right?
When I run out of beer, as fast as I drink.
There you go. All we needed to do is get us drunk. I don't care how many days or this and that.
Hell, room temperature beer will do the same.
Hell, not only do they do that, but they sell their brand ice now, and their ice keeps everything.
They're selling
colder
ice
even
cubes.
longer.
They're selling ice cubes, reusable ice cubes. How ridiculous!
No, this is not reusable ice cubes. This is ice in a bag that stays cold longer and is more expensive.
Okay.
So you can go get a $1.99. Well, let's not say that. I don't remember. I don't know what is $1.99.
We can go get a $2 bag of ice from the machine.
Right. There you go. We can do that.
I can get a $2 bag of ice, or I can get a $5 bag of ice.
Pre-made.
Pre-bagged. That is cold, keeps your stuff colder longer. Over-engineered ice.
How does it? Because the name says it will?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this goes into every aspect of hunting and fishing. I mean, is hunting and fishing becoming a rich man's game?
Well, you know what the crazy thing is to me is you see the price go up and the quality and a lot of things go down. Let's talk fishing reels, for example, right? Back in the day, a lot of those what are now plastic components were metal. And now those plastic component reels cost more than a quality well-made reel does.
Let's talk about plastics in general, right? You're talking about nowadays everything has to be carbon fiber, freaking, titanium, gold-plated, freaking,
beryllium,
Bluetooth,
copper, tungsten, this, that.
Bluetooth compatible, dude.
Everything is over-engineered.
That's what I'm saying, dude. A deer feeder shouldn't have to have a software update.
But as it goes...
I'm sorry, dude.
True. No, you're absolutely right. That's the same with, bow sights. Okay,
deer feeder don't need a software update. Yeah,
I have trail cameras that need software updates.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, do I need?
We done it to ourselves.
That's
Ben.
where I'm getting at. Like, what?
I want more. I want better. I want more. I want better. And everybody complains.
But I mean, what got us to that point?
Marketing and advertising.
Marketing and
So here's my take on that.
Or
This is
make
what,
it easy.
So
This
you can't go to an outdoor store now and find a freaking Zebco 808.
Well, you can, but But the marketing and advertising of today, nowadays, is going to tell you that it's not going to work for
It's
you.
not
You
as
have
good.
to have this one. You have to have that one.
Correct.
Well, Joe has that one, and he caught this big, double-digit bass.
Right.
Well, if he caught it on that, well, I need to go buy that one because my Zebco ain't catching me.
It's
that
the
double-digit.
It's the new mentality of well, it's higher priced and better. That means I'm going to do better with it.
I can fish longer. I can fish faster. I can fish,
Right.
more efficiently because
I can shoot better.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right.
I need a $12,000 scope to go shoot a buck.
Well, a lot of this stuff, I mean, to be real, it has a place, but it doesn't have a place for everybody, and locations has a lot to do with that, and we'll probably get into that at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. But
So there's a location that needs a $12,000 scope.
Yes.
yes,
Well,
Okay.
maybe not. I mean, you say
not
12,000.
maybe not 12,000. But
but
1,200.
a really
maybe.
high quality, expensive scope.
Glass,
Yeah,
yeah.
some glass. You do some hunting out west. You may need that. We don't need that here.
No, we don't.
So we're in Texas, and every outdoor store in Texas has 12. I won't say $12,000 scopes, but they got
1,200.
scopes that cost 3 times the value of that rifle.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I used to be able, I would go to Walmart, grab a Burris scope or a Tasco scope, throw it on a gun, and I can kill animals just as good as you
get
with
that-
your Schmittenbender, your Zeiss, whatever. It
Your
doesn't matter.
Swarovski
Yeah,
crystal.
your Swarovski.
You give me that
Right.
$30 3x9 Tasco. We're laying some
I'm
shit down.
handling business. But now, right, you've got these over-engineered, I'm not going to call it junk because I haven't got to play with one yet, but we all seen the video of the deal that mounts on the AR, and as you move your hand back and
I'm not gonna
forth,
lie, that thing looks cool.
It does look cool. But
Until-
that's
This is what
that's
this
what
is
gets you.
Hold
this
on.
is what happens.
Influence.
So check it out.
Influence.
Check it out. So they just created another one, same company, and it's for your bow. So as you're at full draw, you move your finger, and it'll move your sight housing up and down for like a single pin sight. I want to see that work when you're shaking like a dog shit in a peach seed at full draw at a buck, and that sight housing.
That scope, the scope is gonna do the same thing if you're shooting
Exactly.
a rifle. I mean, I don't know how
Exactly.
many guides we've had out there when they're sitting there tapping on the freaking deer blind because it
Right.
sounds like they're tick, 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 tick,
Right,
tick, tick,
right.
Because it just
But
it
what do I
doesn't
need
matter how much you spend. It doesn't make you a better hunter. It doesn't make you a better angler. Maybe you feel more confident because you have a little bit more cushion. But
There
do you
is
think it's making people?
No,
I
but
think
there's a time and place for that stuff. Like if you're,
But is it making people
Say-
like bad hunters
No,
better?
what it's
or is
giving them,
making
it's giving
good
them
hunters
false.
worse?
It's giving, in my opinion,
false hope?
false confidence. Right? You get this false confidence of I spent all this money on this gear. I will harvest an animal. I will catch a fish. I will do this.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the season, if you don't, then people get
Oh,
butthurt
do
about
I
it.
get, well, I guess my gear this year wasn't that good. Let me go look and see what everybody's talking about and get the next highest shit.
With the economy the
why?
way it is
For
right
why?
now, with the economy the way it is right now, everything is more expensive.
Yeah.
Everything.
If everything is more expensive, how are we keeping up? Like, I mean, dude, we're not even getting to the gear. We're not even getting to the dude. Gas is the highest it's ever been in my adult life.
Like today, gas
Gas was $5.19 for diesel.
Yeah, $5.19 for diesel, almost $5 a gallon, and this is in Texas, Central Texas.
Yeah,
in some
where
places,
gas is pretty good.
some places it's well above that, and
Yeah.
we're bitching about the prices we have now.
It's like I just said the other day, or just said earlier. I filled my motorcycle up yesterday, right? I haven't filled my bike up for under, we'll say, $13 in 2 years, and it was $22 to put 6 gallons of fuel in my bike.
So at this point, how does one afford to fish and hunt?
Sell crack.
Sell crack. Why?
Because I mean, you make money selling
to make
crack.
up that money.
Yeah.
But like Ben,
What's that
like,
saying, Joe?
I hunt and fish to keep my. I hunt and fish with my kids to keep them away from the drugs, but now I've got to sell drugs to hunt and fish with my kids.
That's pretty much how it is. I mean, everything is so outrageously priced. And, the marketing tools and, everything you see on social media, everything you see, in the stores and everything, they tell you, like, you got to have this camo. You got to have this rifle. You got to use this ammo. You got to use this fishing rod. You got to have this fishing reel.
I can shoot a bird with a $20 box of nitro mag rather than $105 for 5 rounds of TSS.
So that's I think that's what it comes down to is a lot of us.
Who is telling us we need that?
We prioritize where we spend our money on.
Now,
Some may spend it on TSS, some may spend it on camo, some may spend it on.
I will say
little gimmicks and gadgets.
Can
and
we
stuff,
all admit
but-
that we're
but
all guilty of it?
Yeah, we're all doing it. We've all been influenced in some way or the other. You just got to prioritize which ones will maybe make you a little better or more successful out on the water or in the woods.
or which one is so over-engineered that I don't need that. I can stick with the basics, not spend a bajillion dollars, right? Stick with the basics and still kill shit.
Are you spending too much money out there on fishing and hunting? Are you finding yourself getting to a point where you can't afford it? If you are, this is a podcast for you. We're talking about it today. Things are gotten outrageous, and I feel like hunting and fishing is becoming a rich man's sport.
It sure feels that way every time. I mean,
does.
from the department store or website that you're buying gear to the gas pump, you're like, damn, what am I doing? This meat that used to be free is no longer free, is
That's
it?
a good point. Remember when we used to talk about it? Like, I like going to hunt because I get free meat. When's
Or
the last
it's-
time you took some free meat from the woods?
Or it's cheaper to hunt and kill animals than it is to go buy it. Right? That's what I used to say. Well, it's cheaper for me to hunt and kill animals myself and do it all myself than it is to buy it.
I will say this, man. I do enjoy if you're gonna try to sell someone on the fact that you hunt from the field to the table and you enjoy that. Let's talk about the journey. About that you enjoy the journey of I go out and harvest my own meal. I bring it, I process it, I feed my family. You enjoy that. But if you're going to sell me on the fact that it's cheaper to go out there and get meal, there
Hell
ain't
no.
nothing cheap but just getting out to the property
Hell
that we
no.
hunt
You
right
tell
now, let
people-
alone, the gear that I paid to get on that harvest.
Well, let's go out on a limb and say you're going to go do an out-of-state hunt. Whew.
Now
Yeah.
you're talking about the gas to get out there, the lodging, the
Now you're
tax.
the out-of-state license, non-resident license,
Yep.
the cost of all that.
Lodging, everything. Now you're looking at a second mortgage and a bank loan to go
Yeah.
do this hunt.
Yeah, and if you can afford
Big
it,
facts.
go for it.
Do
all
it.
that.
Do it.
But
But
for
is
those
it
of
getting
us
to the
that are-
point now to where when you tell people you hunt and fish, they're like, "Oh, you got money."
Yeah.
Right?
They used to say racing is a rich man's sport.
No, now it's hunting.
I think I'm about to sell my hunting gear and buy a race car and save some money.
Yeah, let me know how that first set of racing fuel. Let me see the bill for that and then see
Well,
how
in
fast
racing,
sell
you
that
can
car.
make $1.
Yeah.
In golf, you can make $1.
Yeah, in moonshine I can make $1, but I'm just saying.
Well, you sell drugs already.
Yeah, I mean you gotta keep the food on the table.
You know what I'm saying, dude? What do we got to do to make this a affordable thing to do? It just seems like everywhere you turn, there's some new gear getting, marketed towards you that you got to have this. We can't even hold our own phone up to film a hunt. We need to have a stick in the ground with a mount on it so that it can hold the phone for us and we can record.
It's the same thing with carbon, like arrows, right? Well, just arrows in general. So
It's got to be carbon fiber. It has to be freaking engineered by NASA to be able to fly straight.
But if I'm hunting with those, then I'm the poor man. You got to have the new Easton Axis, carbon fiber wrapped in aluminum.
The Victory.
This, that, and the third. You got to have the
Victory.
the ice and fire and ice arrows or
Yep,
whatever the hell you want.
Now we get to
I got
tips.
influenced. I have those. Yeah.
Then we talk about tips, and then we talk about fletching. Then we talk about the bow that it is,
Right.
the peep
Well,
sight,
look-
the dude. Everything about it is expensive.
It is, but the bottom line is we do it to ourselves. So due to the convenience, right? So we live in a culture of convenience, and whatever may make it easier for us, we're going to jump on it. We're all guilty of that.
Ordering that shit in freaking Instacart.
Super. Klarna? Oh, I don't have to pay the whole thing right now?
Dude.
Yeah. Well, now, hold on.
Hold on.
Pause right there, because Klarna has done some good shit for us
I
in
know.
the past.
That's the point. That's the point I'm making is
But I'm not going to use Klarna to go buy the new Garmin site that has a rangefinder built into it.
Yeah. They have made it so easy, though, that anybody can do it. And you can find yourself actually getting into debt buying hunting and fishing gear. I say you can find it happens every damn day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Can you guys think of right now a purchase that you've made that you regret? That immediately upon making that purchase, you're like, shit, I shouldn't have spent that money.
Like for hunting and fishing?
Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah,
All right,
let's hear it. What I think.
That smaller size of jeans.
Bro,
That didn't work.
We'll cover that on another podcast, dude.
We ain't even going to talk the price of fucking denim nowadays.
Yeah. These tariffs are kicking our ass, dude.
I threw Jimmy off. My bad, man. I just had to throw that in there.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. No, I can't, because I can't think of anything off the bat right now, because I haven't bought anything, because the price of everything has gone sky high.
That's what.
So
I just bought a pot call the other day. Had to go on a hunt. Didn't have a pot call. I needed a pot call.
And what kind of pot call did you buy?
I bought a Fox Pro because it was the only one I could get like overnight. Mm-hmm. See, again, convenience, right? So it's like demand over supply, and that'll get you too. So I ordered a Fox Pro. I thought it sounded, well, when I got it, I thought it sounded pretty good. It does all right, but I still got, you're going to struggle with however much you pay for it. So basically, I ended up paying, I think, $78 for it, which
You remember?
That's not bad for a
which
pot.
is
No,
really
it's
not
not.
bad.
But
However,
I used to be able to walk into Walmart and pick up a Purple Haze Primo's pot call for a $20 bill.
dude, you used to be able to get mouth calls for $5.
Well, you still can. You still can.
Yeah,
I just bought some, and
Okay.
they were $5 a piece.
Right off Amazon?
$5.99.
Were they $5 sounding?
No, actually they weren't. They were Primos.
Dude, and let's talk about this.
We did talk about diaphragms. When it comes to diaphragm calls, mouth calls, there are differences in quality and stuff, but they all do the same.
That's
it's
what
the
I was gonna say.
same material.
It's the same material. Yep. It's the same concept, dude. I could take a busted freaking balloon and freaking call make a turkey call in my mouth.
Is that a challenge?
Challenge. Accepted.
Turkey season next year.
We should do
Watch that.
I think I can make it happen. But where I'm getting at is, you fall into like you mentioned, the convenience. You fall into the convenience of like, I need it now. I want it now. So who's the fastest delivery of goods? Amazon.
Yep.
We're going to order it on Amazon. Amazon has their prices set. Typically, they're cheaper than they are on the store, the name brand.
Or they're like, or right at it.
Or right at it. So I said, well, I can get this in a day, and I'm going to go with Amazon Prime. But, dude, I mean, every time you turn around, it's just another, like...
Dude, you can't walk into anywhere for almost less than $50 anymore, right? You just can't.
Box of ammo. Box of shells.
I tell everybody, you know what Harley Davidson stands for? You know what the HD stands for in Harley Davidson?
I would say $100.
$100.
Boat, bust out another $1,000.
Dude, everything has skyrocketed to the point to where it's just like, is it even worth going out and doing it anymore?
It is worth going out and doing it anymore. What's not worth it is falling for the amount of gimmicks. I think you got to find out what you want to do and make those purchases based off that. Like the necessities. And when we say the necessities or the old days of what it used to be, think about the evolution of hunting and fishing, because the evolution, we say back in the old days, this is how we do it. Well, the old days now is the 90s. You know what I mean?
God damn.
For you guys.
For some, yeah, right? So, but the old days, before they had all the crazy cool gimmick. I ain't gonna say gimmick.
know what?
Since
It's
a lot of
before
stuff
the
is good. The
internet.
technology
No,
has come a long
It's
way.
before the internet.
No,
It's
it
not
is.
all
It's before-
required, but we all
No.
buy it still.
It's before the internet. It's before social media.
That's
it's before,
it.
It's social media.
Social media is influencing people to go and spend all this money.
100%.
Every hunting influencer, every freaking
Influenced. That is the name of the
Everybody
game.
is telling you, you need this blind, you need this feeder, you need these arrows, you need this rod, you need this reel. Listen, I'm here to tell you that
You need it.
I have caught more fish, and I wish I still had this rod and reel combo. I put it together. It wasn't something you can buy. It was I want to say it was a $12 reel I bought at Walmart.
He forgot to say 1,200.
No, it was dude. We'll get to that.
We know your gear adds up to more than your truck.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I'm guilty of spending money on stuff. I'm just telling you. It just, when you put it in perspective, I've caught more fish on a Ozark Trail spinning reel and a Gander Mountain rod that was $20. The combo itself was probably $40, $35. It was the cheapest setup you
And
could
it
have.
can last for years.
I ended up handing that to a buddy who was going to get into fishing. I was like, here, man, take this. Don't go buy a rod and reel. Start with this.
Ace, are you going to give it back?
Hey, dude, I could get behind that technology, man, and that social media, because you know I'm a tech freak.
Yeah.
I'm about that life. So,
And you're a gear geek.
dude, just
When
know,
you get into something, you start diving in. So that's how I am. I'm a gear geek.
just know that I'm guilty of not buying that expensive pair of denims to hold off, and I'll, in a heartbeat, buy something for the camera without blinking an eye.
Yeah.
Doing it. Now, behind the social media, before, you didn't know what was happening across town.
No.
Now you know what's happening across the country, state, world. And that is the problem. Like
So,
the internet.
I'll speak on that. So back in the day when we used to show up to the fishing bank, you used to go out there, you see a guy fishing. He had a bucket next to him. You'd be like, hey, what are they biting on? Hey, man, I'm throwing freaking live bait. I'm throwing minnows. I'm throwing this. And you were fine with that. Nowadays, there's people on social media just pumping your heads that you need this ball with all these alien legs on it and all this stuff. And this
It
is
looks
what's
like COVID-19.
That's what it looks like, dude. That's what it looks like. Dude, I hadn't thought of that. They should call it COVID-19, that bait.
It looks like COVID-19.
I mean,
That's another thing that ruined the outdoors is COVID-19. Not ruined, but dampered.
COVID-19 ruined a lot of things, but
Yeah.
it's just one of those things that, here's the deal. This is no secret to anybody, but nobody's talking about it. We're talking about it here today, and we're just kind of, what do you guys think? If this is something that you can relate to, you kind of feel like it's the same thing that you're going through, but nobody's really talking about it, let us know in the comments how you feel. Maybe we're full of shit and we're just kind of bitching, but I just feel like right now in today's world, everybody's feeling the restraints
the pinch of the dollar.
the restraints of
Absolutely.
the economy, the pinch of the dollar. Everything's, I got to concede to what I'm going to spend my money on. And we're all guilty of kind of following the passion and going that route to spend the dollar on what we find is most important to us. I'm not going to respool all my reels every year.
Nope.
I'm not going to sit there and, buy a new box of ammo. I have a box of ammo that if I didn't shoot all that box of ammo's still going to get shot the next year.
I think I've been shooting out of the same box of 308 for like 4 years.
Well, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all just mentioned something that I think a lot of people, you said you're not going to respool your reels every year. You're going to shoot out the same box. I still shoot turkey loads that my dad had from when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
And they work.
And they work. But the point I'm making is well, fuck, I don't remember the point.
Well, what can you do?
I think lost my train of thought.
I think what you're trying to say is, what could we do to not spend that dollar, not spend that money?
So there's some things that like you have to spend the money.
That's what I was going to get to. Is you have to spend money on some things, but you have to prioritize based off what your strong suits, your weak suits, or your. And when I say that, not. It could be your woodsmanship, or it could be the strong suits, weak suits off your gear. Some gear is 100% needed, and when you buy it, you should probably buy quality. Cry once, buy one.
Ish, but because so broadheads. We're gonna say broadheads. We live in Texas, right? We live in the hill country. We all know that it's nothing but rock out here, right? So arrows, I don't necessarily have to buy every year or whatever, because my arrows, if it's a complete pass through, it's a good arrow, doesn't break, good, cool. Flex test, we're on the way. But sometimes in broadheads, they just tear up. That's all it is. Pass through a deer, hit a rock, it's done and over with. Sometimes you can salvage them, sometimes you can't. But what do I have to go buy that 2-pack of Rage Hypodermics for $75, or do I go buy a 3-pack of Muzzies for $30?
And that's
right?
what we're sitting here saying is that's up to you to figure out based
Right.
off what you need.
Right.
So we've talked about how expensive things are. We've talked about how we're acknowledging that here, you know, on the table, throwing it out there, sharing with you guys, asking for your feedback. If this is something you relate to and you want to hear about how you can save or maybe how you can not spend as much money, you're definitely going to want to watch our next episode, because we're going to talk about how you can cut a little cost and maybe save a buck to get a buck.
Save a couple dollars to shoot, or save a couple bucks to shoot a couple bucks.
How about that?
There you go.
Well, this is the end of this episode, guys. If you enjoyed this one, you're going to want to watch the next one, because we're going to tell you how you can save a few bucks and maybe take a few bucks.
Agreed.
See the next one.
Peace.